Well, everybody, welcome back to Zombies Mostly. My name is Tim. I'll be your host today. As usual, we're playing Project Zomboid Build 42.1.0. I have the ragdoll effects enabled. We are in West Point today. We're going to do something interesting. I have been all over the north side of this town. All over, looking for a hatchet or an axe so that I can start doing some carpentry. And I finally found a hatchet all the way over here. But let's look around. We've got a fantastic basement over here. It's full of logs and an old stove and a cot and a couple other things. I've got a good basement here with a bunch of goodies that are building related. I've got a truck with no gas here that I can get to. I have 3 different generators and a badass basement in this area that I can come back to. I have a dart with no gas here. I have a building full of building materials, books, medical supplies, and food right here called my storage prep. And we are going to build a base on this dock up here. Now, I'm only going to be able to do a little bit today, a little bit right now anyway. We are going to go on an excursion here after we do a little bit of building work. I have cleared some bodies in the area. I killed about 15 that were conglomerating around the dock that I wanted to build on. I chose to build on this flat dock rather than the one further up either side of it that have buildings attached because the buildings would require either building around them from the outside and like enclosing them in as like a separate room, which I guess would have worked, or having a sledgehammer, which I didn't have. So we're going to go ahead and sauce. Oh, nope. That's not what I wanted to do. That's not what I wanted to do at all. All right, now we're going to carve. No, I don't want to carve a wooden rod. I want to saw some logs. I want to saw some logs. So I should be able to get, let's see, 3 times 8, whatever that is, 24. 24 logs, I believe, is what I'm going to total get here. That's going to be enough to build us a little tiny bit of a framework. Just a little tiny bit of a framework, but we're going to get a feel. Did I say 28? I meant 24. We're going to get a feel for what we're wanting to do here. Is the plan anyway. That's the plan, Stan. Now, if things go well, I would like to use this. It'd be cool if I brought in some boat mods or some jet ski mods or something. Anyway, we'll consider that on another run. But because then you can raid Louisville from here, like up the river, and that would be, like, no lie, that would be pretty cool. Probably should have thought about that, but that's okay. That's okay. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and build out a little bit of flooring all the way at the end. All the way at the end, because the end is going to be a fishing dock. I like the idea of that. Oh, that's funny. Gotta open my nails. Gotta open my nails. Alright, now we're ready to build some more floors. I'm only going to build a few. We're not going to go super far out here. A little four square here. A little 4 square here just to establish what we're doing. Now, what we're going to do here, while I go on an excursion after setting up the framework, is I am going to we're going to play with perspective here. I've got a condensed, longer video, probably about 20-25 minutes long, but I was not recording my voice for it. I don't feel like doing voiceover because, quite frankly, most of it was just searching and securing those buildings that you saw X'd out on the map, and it's not terribly exciting. I killed quite a few Zeds. This is actually the second character on this build. I do have a scratch here. It shouldn't be a problem, I hope. This guy is on... yeah, he's only on day 4. Killed 63. The other guy was on day like 4 as well when he died, so I figured, you know what, screw it. We're just gonna go ahead and redo. We're gonna do this all over again. All right, now let's go ahead. We're gonna build 1 wooden door frame, and it's gonna go. Oh, nope, it's gonna go right here. because that's where I think it feels like it should go. Now, let's go ahead, carpentry ourselves up a little something else, because that's just going to be the bare bones entrance. Now we're looking for a wooden frame here. It's going to go there. And there. Go ahead and pick up those planks, even though I don't have to. I'm standing close enough to them that I should have been able to actually do that construction without doing that. And then do I want to go out one more, or do I want to go ahead and close it in? Let's go ahead and close it in here. Let's go ahead and close it in here, at least for now. I feel like that's probably... Oh, will that not work without a floor? Let's see. I bet it will after that. So yeah, this is going to be the bare bones framework of what I'm looking at here. And I think I'm actually going to... No. No. Do I have enough for one more frame? I do. Beautiful. That's what I like. We don't need no stinking windows yet. We're not ready for that here. We'll put windows along the outside where it's safe. I don't need no windows where okay, so I don't have any more planks. So yeah, this is going to be the basic gist. That's my entryway. We're going to kind of, it'll widen out, narrow down, and then widen out again, I think. There will be a second and possibly third story out here. There will be a second story here for defensive purposes. And yeah, I might do probably, now that I think about it, I will probably do eventually, if I can, a metal section out here that includes a garage and another way in and possibly another way out with like a rope bridge from the second floor like over here or something. Anyway, that's where we're at with that. Now, let's look at this map and see exactly where we're at here, because this is what's going on. I have a welding mask and multiple torches, so I could go raid Stendos. In fact, let's do that. Let's raid Stendos while we kind of bring the screen in and out, play with perspective a little bit on what we did early in the game. Most of it was just, like I said, killing Zeds and tracking through stuff. You will be able to tell where I switched in the second character. It's not super obvious, but I go from swinging a shovel one moment to walking around with a pipe wrench the next. So it wasn't something that I was really trying to hide. It was just something that was there. I eventually went from a ball cap to the old black Stetson. I like it. I think it's pretty sharp. So what we're going to do here is we're going to eat. We're going to rest. We've read several books, but not a lot. I need to find Carpentry 3. That would be the biggest help. I have eaten 5 whole hams, because I just kept finding whole hams. And I kept finding salamis, too. I've got 3. So that's kind of cool. Having a lot of salamis is good. Oh, shoot. I could have built a door, and I forgot. You know what? We're not going to stress that. So we are always on the lookout for another axe or hatchet at this point, because I can't chop down more trees and get more planks until then. Now, a lot of the areas that you're going to see in the other screen while this is going are going to show quite a few planks and logs being found. I do have a hatchet head, so I can make another hatchet eventually. I'm just not sure how. So actually, you know what? That'll be a good learning experience for all of us. Let's see. Assembly, carpentry, carving. Hatchet. Carve, bone, war hatchet. Bone, war hatchet. I don't really need a war hatchet. Okay, so let's try Axe. Crude stone axe. Does that need a hatchet head? That needs a bone axe hatchet head. Oh, yeah. There's not just a crude regular hatchet for a tool. I have the hatchet head. I should be able to make something with it, you would think. You would think I would be able to make an actual axe or whatever with it. So, let's keep looking around. Glassmaking, knapping, masonry, metalworking. No. Repair. Interesting. So it looks like I could fix it possibly if I had a long handle and some zip ties, maybe, and or some glue. That's interesting. I'm not sure what to make of that. Not 100% sure what to make of that. Alright, so then what about building? Is there anything in here? There's probably not. No. Okay. Well, then we will just stay on the hunt. We will look for what we can look for. I've got some water. I've got some medical supplies. And I've got some chips that should be enough to, wait just a damn second. Welding torch. Welding mask. Alright, now we're ready. Got my leather gloves, got my leather coat, got my welding mask, got my mostly empty duffel. We got a little bit of food to keep us in the keep us fed, keep us healthy. Most of the Zeds in this area were dealt with already. I have cleared this section. So we should be okay here. We should be okay here, kind of worming our way in. Now, what I'd like to do down the road is have myself a big old box truck and raid my way into Louisville and back. And eventually maybe even just build a permanent base in Louisville and have one down here as my starter base. But if I do that, then I'm going to lose all of this. But eventually all bases lose their luster. Eventually you'll run out of consumables in the area and have to either go full, like, survival farmer, which I'm just not into, or pack it up and move on. So I wonder what the shelf life is on surviving with just non-perishable foods, or perishable at first and then non-perishable at last. Like how long you could possibly survive without ever, butchering, cooking, that sort of stuff, harvesting, agriculture, any of that. I'd be curious, like just living off of the existing food before it goes bad, and all of the canned and non-perishable bagged foods that you can find throughout the course of the game. I imagine if you went from town to town to town to town to town to town and house to house to house to house to house and city to city to city to city, you could probably last for years just on the bare bones basics that have been left behind everywhere. This should be it that I'm coming up on, I believe. If it's not, then it's just a little bit further to the east-southeast. Holy cow. So that's it. The question is, do I try and fight them small batches at a time? Or do I try to lure them away one giant batch at a time? Oh boy, I don't have sprinters enabled, so that's nice. And this is normal pop zombies, which that's still a huge crowd. They definitely increased the amount. The heat map has changed for Stendos, that's for 100% sure. What's the first long bump boost for this character, so that's cool, but I did just get the crowbar with this guy too. He was using a pipe wrench for most of his early conception. Alright, so let's go ahead. Draw another small batch towards me. We're going to go slow and sure as we can here, since we're also showing other gameplay in the corner. Key to the bar, that's solid. I've got military combat boots, so I don't need the work boots. Don't need the work boots at all. I would like to get a military bag out of this if I can. That would be really nice. Another key ring, so that's nice. Hopefully we can get a vehicle here too. God, that would be the best. And I did not miss that crowd to the northwest further up the road. I saw it out of the corner of my eye right as I was panning. That's only another dozen. Only. The hell, Tim. I was like begging myself for it to not work out. Alright, let's retreat a little bit. Get away from the smell. And just kind of rest the character for a few seconds, not swing. Briefly, the day after this character got scratched, I had a can't take it anymore, terrified, whatever, Moodle, and I was like, you've got to be kidding me, the 7% got me, or whatever it is. I think it's 7% for a scratch. And, no, read a book, slept overnight, everything seems fine. So there must have been... Oh, there is... It's towards the end. It's towards the end of the clip. And I'm not going to be able to time it right. There's no way I'd be able to time it exactly right. Well, I guess I could clip it around. You know what? We'll clip it around and find it. It'll be right here. Maybe. If I do, I do. If not, you'll see it where you see it. But there was a raccoon outside the house when my character woke up terrified. And I was like, really? Like, did that raccoon outside, like, literally scare my character? Like, is that why Is he terrified because there was a raccoon outside? So I opened the door to the house, and the raccoon came inside the house. And I closed the door behind it, thinking it'd be funny. And it couldn't make its way out. It, like, got itself kind of cornered in the bedroom. And I was like, oh, no. So I opened the door again, because I'm an animal lover. I'm the type of person that, like, needs to, like, feed stray cats and shit, you know. The cat before the one I have now, that you'll probably see on screen right now, you never know. I use her to get subs and likes. I don't know if it works or not, but, you know, the channel is slowly growing, so, you know, something's going on there. She's not a stray, but the one before that was. Regardless, I went into the room and tried to scare the raccoon out, and I couldn't get it to, and anyway, I swung at it accidentally. I mean, it was kind of on purpose. I meant to scare it, not kill it, but yeah, I killed a raccoon in my house, and I felt bad. So yeah, this particular build, this particular spawn of this world has one less trash panda in it, and I'm very sorry for that. Well, I really don't like that I spun a 360 there instead of keeping all three of those Zeds down on the ground the way I meant to do. That's okay. There's the famous ragdoll glitch. It doesn't bother me, because it's mostly beneficial. It mostly makes the game easier. And given that I'm not like a challenge-oriented person, I mean, I am to a degree. Like, the game's challenging in and of itself. Like, even if you give yourself like clemency with like boosts and shit, the game's still difficult. Like, compared to other similar games. But it can be less difficult. Okay, what I'd like is a key to Stendos. That would be the coolest. Straight up Stendos key. I don't think I'm gonna get one. Yeah, lots of bar keys. Lots of bar keys. Everybody's got a key to the bar. Everybody's got a key to the bar. Nobody's got a key to Stendos. Foreman best leather pants. Are those yeah, those are defensive. They're gonna help. They make me feel weird and they look stupid. I got my skinny leather pants on, but you know, they help my defensive stats, so that's what we're going with. It's like a JRPGs where you're wearing like the like chainmail swimsuit because it gives you the highest magic bonus or whatever. I look like I'm wearing tights. Which is fine, there's nothing wrong with that if you're a dude. Like, whatever, you do you. It's 2025, no one cares. You know, no one that matters cares. But I can't help but think this character looks a little ridiculous now. So hopefully we'll find some firefighter gear soon. It's my preferred look. That's my preferred survivalist look. I am stressed out. Okay, let's get away from the stink again. And the crowd a little bit. Let's eat. You know, he might actually have a problem. It's hard to say. It's hard to say. But I think that's just from the crowd. Gun store key. And a security truck key. Oh. Another gun store key. We're going to keep it just to be safe. And another vehicle key. There's some residence keys and a bottle opener. I don't think I need all the keychains. We'll keep 3. Alright. Well, fellas, I didn't need to bring the welding mask after all. That's okay. I'm gonna go around the other side because I don't want to mess with that fence too much if I can avoid it. And there's still a crowd over here I want to kill. Definitely still a crowd over here. So hopefully you've seen how promising some of the basements are. I am in like some of the storage areas and some of the stuff that we got going here. This is a pretty good spawn. This is a pretty good world build, or world spawn, however you want to call it. The RNG's nice. I mean, it's Zomboid, so the RNG's never nice. I am really rethinking my life choices right now. Because that was quite a few more than I'm comfortable handling in like a single string like this. And it's fine, you're just like rinse repeating the same motion over and over again and like trying to keep your stagger right. See, that one should have kept that guy down, but it failed. And it's situations like that where these turn into dire run-ending, you know, scenarios. So one gets inside your swing, just like that one almost did. Now, these guys should start falling here pretty quick. Okay, that ragdoll fall might have saved me here. Okay, I can breathe again. Okay, I can breathe again. Whew. That was on the rough side. was on the rough side. It's been kind of a 2-for-1 episode. You only got to watch for 35 minutes, but you get much more content than that. That was like 2 days of me playing. All right. More crowds, but that's okay. That's okay. I'm curious when I go around in front if it's going to have even more like out front than it had total in the back and in between. Because Twiggies can have a huge crowd. In fact, I'm pretty sure that's where this is mostly meant to have come from. But maybe that was like a Stendos convention. You never know. The dude was very well beloved by the community, from what I understand. I wasn't around for, you know, the early mod scene. Yep, see, there was another instance. Swing and a miss, but he fell backwards. Or she fell backwards, it fell backwards, I don't know. Whatever. That was Madison. Getting serious again. I keep zoning into the fighting instead of delivering the biting commentary that y'all are usually looking for, that you've grown accustomed to. And yes, I'm making fun of myself, not being arrogant. I am no pirate software. I am no Thor. And by that I mean I have never, been a QA assister for a major company and then become a talking head for an industry that I, seem to kind of hate. Nope, never did any of that. Never did any of that. And unlike him, I'm slowly gaining subscribers. He may have 14 bajillion more than me. He's losing them faster than I'm gaining them. Wait, I'm gaining them faster than... He's losing a lot, and I'm gaining a little. So fuck that guy. Ah, good times. We're all the main character in our own story, right, guys? Some of us are just better about recognizing that there are others out there. Or that the others out there aren't NPCs. They all got their own little stories they're listening to and telling. Living through. Okay, I am exhausted again. You fucker. It's the main reason I don't like that new how you connect with downed enemies or crawling enemies or whatever enemies. Okay, gotta go. Oh my god, I'm too tired to even jog. No, that's okay. I can walk as far as I have to, guys. I think I am going to turn around and take a few swings here. Did that kill that one? Oh, it did. Thank you. Guys, that was almost dire. Like, that was almost a problem. So I gotta try and get away from the stink, but also away from the tree line where anybody could come out at me if I'm not looking the right direction. Okay, we're safe down there. Excuse me. Okay, come on. Come on, smell. Okay. Alright, pain and exhaustion, you gots to go. take those painkillers and move on back, see what we can figure out here. Because I am getting inside this building today. There's no getting around it. No getting around. I don't care if this is an hour-long video. We get in there. So we got 2, 4, 6, 7 more there. 4, 8, 9 that I can see total. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. It's not the end of the world. And there's a duffel. So one of them might have like a bunch of goodies. Well, that was almost a disaster. So he definitely got inside my window there. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Alright, 3 down there, about 7 up front. Let's deal with these 3 first. Because they're the ones that are going to flank me if I start making a bunch of noise over here. And that one with the duffel might have some useful shit in it. You never know. It could, like, help the rest of this raid. Because that's how I'm looking at it. I'm looking at this as kind of like a DayZ raid. Like, I'm heading here to stock the fuck up. It would help if there was a hardware store next door. You know, so that I could find other stuff too. But good lord. Okay, there's actually nothing in it, but I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it anyway. Alright. Let's go do... Oh, did they walk away? Holy shit, most of them walked away. Okay, okay. So let's deal with this one right up here by the door. The main front doors are shattered. The security doors should still be closed. I don't know if the key will open the security doors, or if I'll need... Like, they should. Keys open security doors in, like, the... Oh, God, police stations and such. Oh, Lord. So Stendo's had a crowd inside. Like a real crowd. Alright, we're gonna circle. Mostly because I need to see exactly how many there are. Okay, it's not that bad. I was afraid they, like, kept pouring out, and then I was gonna be like, okay, we gotta, like, start over. We gotta, like, back up, regroup, retreat. I mean, I'm still obviously retreating here. And remember, there's still a crowd in front of Twiggy's, too. But if I can avoid it, I'm not even gonna deal with that. All I want to do is find out if I have access to that white van, and if it has gas in it, and get every stinking useful weapon and piece of ammunition out of that, out of that gun store. That was it. That was, oh, no. Look at me. Oh, being super reckless, but still somehow surviving. Now, if I would have wound them all through the tree, that would have actually slowed them down a little bit, but my dumbass didn't do it the right way. So we're going to circle this way again, because I don't trust what's in the trees over there. Yeah, this is a little bit problematic at this point. I'm starting to second guess a few of my choices. That's alright. Zomboid is like that. It makes you second guess yourself. You know what? Let's just walk. Let's just walk. Not fast, not slow, just walk. Let's just see what we can gather here, what we can arrange, what we can work with. This is a big unit. This is a big building. There's a lot of stuff going on. Yep, we're going to have to draw them away. We're going to have to draw them away. I am not going to be able to handle that. Not all of them. Not all of them. Not all at once. Just isn't how Zomboid's made for single player. Oh god, Tim. Okay. Well, that was unnecessarily careless, but that's alright. That's alright. I won't beat myself up for it. Oh, that's a military bag, isn't it? Damn it! Or a hiking bag. Shit. Trying to kill a crowd just because I want a bag is like really dumb, Tim. You're already exhausted. You can't even run, dude. There's no way this works. I'm going to swing as wide, well, not as wide, but I'm going to swing wide and then north. Go around this whole lump and just see what happens. You never know, they might all get wound up over here. Oh, I got caught on that freaking rock. Now, a bunch turned around, because that's what they do after a while when they lose sight of you. And that's fine. I'm going to swing wide here, this little thicket. This little spot, this little patch of trees. I'm still friggin' exhausted, which sucks. I might go... No, there's still several following me. But it's not nearly as many. It's not nearly as many. It's getting late at night too, and I did not think this through apparently. Or rather, there's just a whole lot more Zeds here than I anticipated. That's cool. Okay, 2 dead. And I lost the rest. That is so satisfying when you lose a crowd like that. There are so many more here than I thought there were going to be. Again, super cool. Unexpected, though. I am so sleepy and so exhausted that I can't even... I can barely boot stomp these things anymore. And I'm too exhausted to keep swinging the crowbar. Okay. Now, do I try for the van and see if I can drive away in it? I think that's the smartest thing to do, is to try for the van. Drive away in it if it'll let me. No key. I thought for sure I found the key to this. Huh. Well, this feels even more reckless, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Oh, God. No, that was straight foolish. I mean, I should be able to get away, but there's no way I'm gonna be able to get into either of these vehicles, even if I have the key. I do have the key to that one. I don't have the key to that one. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna have to try and lose these assholes in the woods. There's even more in the woods. Oh, no. This is not great. So we're gonna go around. Oh, God. It's okay. We got this. We might have this. We got this. Maybe. Probably not, but I'm going to keep trying. Looking for keys in the lot just in case. I don't see any. We're going to kind of stroll past this truck real quick, though, just to peek at it. Just to get a little peek at it. This is definitely a bad move doing this, but... oh, you know, it's less bad than I expected. I'm actually going to try for it. Because careless is as careless does. Nope, no gas. No gas, but that's okay. That's okay. I think I slowed the ones that are after me again. Man, that sucks that I couldn't get a vehicle out of all that. And, oh, geez, there's another crowd up there, too. Okay, we gotta go, guys. We gotta go. We gotta go. I said I was gonna do it this episode, but there's no way I can. There is no way I can. There is no way. There is no way. I don't even think I can get away fast. Get further enough away. Yeah, maybe I can. There we go. Okay. Whoo-hoo. All right. Let's do the walk home in the dark. Man. I mean, we're gonna come back next episode and just absolutely destroy it because, you know, we're just gonna. But that was some hairy gameplay there. That was that was something. That was something. I had a lot of fun there. I had a lot of fun with that. I'm not gonna lie. And we made it home. We survived. We survived just barely. Well, guys, Join me next episode. We will continue clearing the town. We will look for another axe and another hatchet. We will hopefully find ourselves a vehicle, and we will get a whole buttload of guns. My name's Tim. This has been Zombies Mostly. Thank you so very much. Like, comment, and sub if you wouldn't mind, and I will see you next time. Take care.